na woni ni panya asem no ka me pa che wade bebiem na aka se nipa bie na no ka se ye mi sika o se ye die benyo mia mi sika ma nyira dwam ena mi tugu abonten ma nyira petemu ena mi show off ka mu na me hye ena Agradaa ni ti ma dwemboni nti omo sama homa na ayi me nti Ghana fuei NDC fuei de we omo ye omo comrade ni kra comrade ipa mu nyina achew edi ebiem na aka but Sammy Gyamfi die year esi no aside political appointees government appointees one more almost share bibi afrim no ye wa bonti nyina ye share bibi de afrim emprempi no enye ni panyina na ye che na de case ni de adai but ya fa ba afrim enye ni panyina na ye che na de out of generosity kindness enye ni panyina na ye che na de ema ni ye nhira ewi ase no enye ni panyina na ye che na de ema ni ye nhira o enye ni panyina na ye che na de ema na ye adom ema ni hye wani munyam se nipa be wacha na de ne be ye nhira de ama woda enipa bi ohanu mu a otimi ka se mi krom mi kwache obi sika me ba ye ma ehunu mi ho ano da mi business asai utimi aka se yi wo nsam sika de che obi na se wo business utimi yi wo nsam sika de che obi na se wo adwuma utimi yi wo nsam sika de che obi na kwato ya de akura de abra wo ba e de abra wo ankasa na kwato wo hawo asa ba beto so it happens but enipa no eya yen assess situation but esi ewiase na da honom no enda honom kwa Nyankopon de ye pa ma ya sase so ena ye ya asase ye ni asase no edi afuru sane enema bebresi so the last time bi mre bi ache mitie Dr. Mensa Otabel na ni preaching bi e wo TV so na o ka say any situation that you find yourself, be it good or bad, especially so when say situation is bad, one can say tina na access before we don't sabe tina we so tina assess situation no we be hunu baby a enema firi a de eba yeti bi tu kwa ye kuro mu cheska enye se yenya ye hu o but adoye enti no utimi sika de ma wo bi Ufri ukuro ma umra wachinu na woniema ye basa na woniema aye basa na chese eniema funtuma fra chese wo check se na obisa wo say what happened wana mafom no de na asi adai eba ne sei but na adoye a wo ye obi o adoye a wo ye obi ye tena Ghana hai hwensema obi aka every Saturday video yi eba abonten omo defend no waya adoye saa mi hu bi kura obi kura ka say airport kura wodu ne enkofo kura gina ho a wo che wo mu sika ena yenim yensu se NDC ba power no enye first time a Saturday okọ na Jegesi papa 1 week ya wachi obi sika ni NDC ba power yi ya appointed no as acting CEO Emma Gold Board you know yenim se wa cheska tade me de miminya bida but enkrofo edi ni ho adanse a wo mo ka no eye na de ban because Nyankopon wa hira no Nyankopon so ahira wo a yese to abodo ogu nsuo nani wotu abodo ogu nsuo nani enhira ne ba se ya e basa enti ayade a wota ya wo ya da bia wo ye in opposition wa chesika oba bam mo NDC ba bam 120 days say kwa ye 120 days ye koyanim wo chesika onya o hawda o hawni amane bi anto no wo ekwa mu da o but Saturday oba Jezebel ba ko pe Jezebel ba ko pe konfo Kristo ba ko pe ya wo hia no e de katre no edi katre no enti no hwamane a wodi ntumu hwe ohaw ene amane a wodi me se nya obia na wiase ye sika de ma no enye nipa bia na wiase ye yi sika ede ma no me hia ba ma bi ono kura ka se awale akura amwa no enti ono kura no anhwa wonwale bi we odene ba lo kwase ya no man ka bia one day ye betimi a share Sammy Gyamfi a me nkosire ni sika ba obehu sana na amadwuma wo ye dia na bra amabra na bia but Jezebel ne ba lo kwase ya nyina and then aside even Sammy Gyamfi no kwa de wono de onya bibiem ensi obeya adoye but de esi enti no obehia obi kura at that very moment no na ye critical situation we say bia nipa ni 100 500 also yima no Jezebel that moment no sa that moment na was okoni pa no ma hwa ne nsanka ama sese no politicians e wo Ghana ha bia wo hia wo mo kura na o mo betimi aye wadoye no Jezebel konfuo Kristo ntino konfuo Kristo entino enya de a o mo beye enti ade a wo se wiase wo hunu ne se ye nipa nyina na ye hia wo mo yi yesika de ma wo share a free Saturday me wo fia ye di video ni Sunday me ntimi anhwensi because me yam share me say hey guy ho akere no na kwanyumre mu na hwe social media so ne a ekoso especially from NDC4 side omubuo fu Kristo konfronti o omubuo fu na hwe ne ma nkrofo post na de ache ne Sunday na de ache enramanda no pa fatu radio station bia fatu TV station bia ye discuss ya about konfo Kristo Jezebel ya Sammy Gyamfi koye na doye enti film resanti Sammy Gyamfi ya doye wa Ghana hanom no edie banku anti na Saturday de wo ya doye a onyes onye ekoye esan adoye ekoye e wo se ye enhira no ekoye wo haw ene amane ebebeto one ne yire ene ne busuafo so because from that Saturday na video ni pieye ekopem sat enra Sunday Monday enra no pa beto wo se chief of staff invite no I don't think say Saturday no Sammy Gyamfi ne yire and then the people around him the family no and na de na omutimi dabi adoyo konfo Kristo Jezebel adoye oya scammer onambo no oya scammer because otimi ye advert rania wo be chesika sisa millions of Ghana cedis eye ho advert rania wo be chesika obi amre bi wo be chesika wo di 200 ba benya 1000 wo di 400 ba wo benya 2000 eji nkrofo sika emanko bi ye hu news wa ha Accra FM ye hu was so ye all night eman nkrofo kwa bi hos ko bobo se 200 Ghana cedis e de ko konfo Kristo Agradaa sorry say o se bi 200 ba menya 1000 eji nkrofo mobro wafo sika e be pem na ye che no e kokosi sankwan kosi hwe mobro wafo nkrofo di America ekogu na so dem e de 1500 2000 we you see me the 1000 ekoye because na me see menya 5000 me the 2000 ekoye na me see menya 10000 me the when ekoye ahaye na see ye I think 2 years ago and that incident ne happen ye ema wo mo che ne de court a foolish case but this same woman now otena social media so bragi dwananum e show designer e show gold e show dollars no etimi defraud even the poor the vulnerable in the society this same nipa we ya konfo Kristo a wotena si dwananum se wiase sika wo ye konfo was scamming crofo wa be wo na ese se wo ye evangelist asanso scamming crofo me na na there's no way it will never ever happen in my life. Se me hia wo bi wa abonten eyase event biase program biase na me di wachie oh honorable mami fi we sikai honorable chimska I will never ever do that, never in my life. It will never ever happen. And then because of
abusanfo mo bibia kwa ba na inform Mega TV and platform we eso na Ama Agyarko awo Accra FM edi simbi ababontin atudwa ochemu a konfo Agradaa de maame we eye busufo sebi maame we eye oye obi a one ni ehia no wahwe ho yi sanse oye scammer na how a osi eboji into Sammy Gyamfi ne kaa mu ene ni kunu ekowie achi a omodi Sammy Gyamfi ato asemu ya na chese enye ordinary o se Sammy Gyamfi eni NDC ni bia weteteni sa maame no ohwe ho yi. In fact wakansim bibre na wode advice akwama yenu Sammy Gyamfi sanso na obi bia wo criticize omo ode advice akwama mo ene MPP fo a asem we hunti omo aye press conference be 10 MPP fo mu ndi dwumadi o amo mutu position bu party mu atete sei bu party mu atete sei atodwa ya bo no wakurase ese bi ebosi pinyado omo ebetitim sa twiwi unyantena akurase ana kurokitwom da ontime ase atodwe aya bo ewo kurokitwom ana se kurase aya sia betitim kokwa atodwe ehonum na nka be mu se MPP mu atete MPP etise kwaye MPP etise forest ugina kira be mu se MPP emuamua but uwuro ma be mu se MPP obi agina ne baby enka meni omo a enka saade na ekoso disintegration ade chen we sisi na nsi ene ya abo apapo di bia behwim ade chen we sisi eho solution ena nka ebepe dan say ye di Sammy Gyamfi a wakomo obi $800 ye di ni begine ba bi say ye press conference against that, and it is useless and unnecessary. So mbesa I very useless and unnecessary at this time. Amumo petumi amani abdi menye sure so mani abdi so mo petumi because he cannot move in opposition no, they are still spending it in ansai, and that is how and that is why and the MPP4 they don't talk about being united, they don't talk about being one to capture power, but the omoka who asem and sema yinya and sema inform puntuma and sema esama Sammy Gyamfi popular. You see, the more you criticize him, one say that the day na a course na Ghana for bufu, but uti is that day no share na Usha enrani na nkofo kan na ne say they should pardon Sammy Gyamfi, they should pardon him, they should pardon him. You could see say ampa nkofo bi ma say at story na say omwati how and you must happen ye what you say. And that is the whole thing. Yonko na Ama Agyarko on so the submission on this issue, and MPP akrofo bi no ma omadi nsamfo kra chen sebi Sammy Gyamfi ni nsamfo. That is the right and oye no, but nipa na sika na kodi ne ho ena sebi ankoyi anyway yinti maame no ewo Accra FM yakoba ebeto so yemfa credit no emmom Accra 100.5 the citizen show yinti nba
ene wura ne kamu eyi sika de amount na masanso aso camera e de asini so asa atwa no e de apie apostu ewo abonten. What was the rationale behind it? E de adwena na ewo utim e de abotaya na neta ye chiri. That mistake aspect in there ya nyina ya ka say why mistake dollar no che yo scan no che why but e di adwen na taye chire nti wan kasa bisa mo say e ba ne sen then for all these years in his political career say opposition so oba ba mu ache sika na wonya asam da na wonko a wo hia wo che sika wonya asem. Omo brage be dwa wo manum say they have it all. Omo de awiase na wo mote no say jamu kura na sika shon be wura nti omo wo sika omo yadefo omo yesei ba de nyinam ukunu di wachi be ma di wachi o be ma driver be ma handbag esam na wo sire wo bi kunu sika e de na koto nsohwe ne amane mu Oma walusia wa na omo brage de ya ring chire no ma dan nkrofo ma handbag ne drivers ya be ma na umpe bra so kwa wale abeda ne handbag wa na ne handbag abeda ne driver na asa osane sa eti mi kam na si se ewiase na ɛda hɔ no no enyu obia na eche ne sika na de asi nso no Ghana fo ahunu se enyu obia na eche ne sika nyu obia na eche ne sika Rose Tontom o se na Agradaa you are more obonsam na ono ankasa so onim onim pa o de na sane ni musuo na de aba be san wo na de ahoma aba be so wo kon na aya cross na san wo kom o yes scammer ya hu o ye konfo o yes scammer wo be ye ayi sofo wo Ghana was scamming krofo ma ade eche ya nkrofo ni suye meda no makofie na me kobo obosia e na o se me 1000 ba menya 5000 oji sika ni nyina boa no esoa di kofie ni nyina nso kosesesa entima ayi ekensu etu kumase ntuma bi efredi se kensu otu na wodi agu ayim na ye che na nkrofo di akire che se ohia ni ahokire de enye o because enye ohia eni ahokire nipa bibini Ghana ni ebe sori adware anopa se wo kwasole wo kwahia sole a wo se me kwa Agradaa sole way back somewhere 2017 18 ho there was this guy ohim Daniel and then ye adwuma and na me ne na man o meet guy bi o so odi Agradaa that time no ye konfo and na wo ka kire ye say Agradaa to sa sofo we apply life sorry ya ni kunu ono sa bre no ye konfo no to apply life sorry enti ni kunu start way back a check me ne Daniel na nenam eni e hia Agradaa boys ne baako na wo ye konfo na wo ka kire say wa to apply life sorry no kra ya wa start ye renovation ni kunu kra na chese start ya sorry no enti o ho abum no ono so akase wagya yakom na Ghana ha mani fra dia mi fra asante asokore afigya ase asante asokore ode hia asokore de hia prekope de mani ehunu ni se obi ye konfo se wre konfo pa se konfo a bosom pa konfo a o se wogya ye akomo a akomo no enye easy yakase yakopai e de afiri nipa no so a enye easy sa so for all these years now so confront kwa na or scamming krofo but anyway ni nyina aka ho bi eti na de America no yesua ne ma pi de afiri mu timi che obi sika no adwuma gu utimi che obi sika na usika ahye utimi che obi sika na wo ba nipa na sa aton yade de ama wo ba utimi che obi sika na akwakoye amane na ba beto wabrabo so utimi che obi sika no anya asem utimi che just say out of generosity no anya how ne amane ebi na to Sammy Gyamfi no ebia ewiase no no Mother's Day first lady Sammy Gyamfi shu yikura ntikura no enu ana wosenke ebe boroso yentimi amboroso Mother's Day first lady Her Excellency Lodina Mahama ekokolebu maternity blog ya chese ema wo ma wa wo mo honum nyina watua wo mo bills de ama wo mo ma wo mo awo data yi nyina maternity blog ho watua ni nyina True Lodina Foundation e de ama wo mo Alfredo Akole osi she's full of bad omen hwe masa waya bronsam ankasa bronsam ankasa jo ba yantimi anye melo ma send videos ni pictures na mawo mama Lodi Kolebu teaching hospital maternity block wokoye no ontwen ono kra de we no waya maternity blog na mu kura osi hwe ne fe oba tampa ene fe che we dia kra de otimi se yawo no oni ayi kura o ene woda so no ma mi do otimi se afa na wona kanu ema ade hambo ye nyinsen Unyim first month our system ne sesa ya na wankasa unipadua nyina na ubibia abrabo nyina sesa hwe emana ni gi agye hage no de na efesei first lady si ho cha say wodwen ho wan hwe yi a ene ho adoye no a wai say oya adoye saa o even in opposition Lodina Foundation wa ya adoye aya adoye nyankopa no amwa na akohia konfuo Kristo Jezebela no apetira koto nsohwem se tim tuahu enkanyankopon hira wo a ede na aka wosu ye sikani su ye nidi o tata nkrofo jiji nkrofo sikata mami ohwe gidi e wansusu what a colorful wig no free abrewa ni nkna yampa you me beggar wa fana ho ankasa mo amadwa no Facebook ho maame no wa fana ho setete combination pa odi chef first lady enti adane de ofane fom pa o stone bu asese wo dress na o dressing so pa melo me ma video ka ho fa video no to so na yanya na me nkomanim obi message odi aba nice chest nice wig wan hu nice wig wan hu nice we meti afefefe.
On a day set aside to honor mothers, First Lady Her Excellency Lodina Mahama celebrated Mother's Day with women on admission at the maternity block of the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. Known for her compassion and commitment to maternal health, the First Lady visited all the wards within the maternity block, interacting with new mothers, expectant women and staff, bringing joy and warmth to every bedside. Beyond presenting care packages, the First Lady went a step further to settle the medical bills of women who had delivered earlier that day, as well as mothers who had been discharged but remained at the hospital due to financial constraints, a gesture beneficiaries described as truly life-changing.
Today we weren't expecting Lodina, but she came here to surprise us, and we are so happy she came. Actually, it's my first time seeing her though, so I'm very, very glad to actually see the First Lady of Ghana.
Yelinda, and First Lady.
We were not expecting it when the First Lady came to visit us. She didn't come empty-handed. She cleared all our bills. Some mothers here don't even have food to eat. May God remember her and bless her with long life. We are so grateful. First Lady, we thank you and your organization.
The head of midwifery, Madam Barbara Edu, expressed gratitude to the First Lady and took the opportunity to appeal for urgent support to address the poor condition of the elevators serving the maternity block.
And so today, Mrs. Lodina Mahama and her foundation came in here to help us. We are so grateful to her. She brought a lot of gifts, various kinds of gifts to the patients, and almost every mother had something today. The number one thing that we need here is our lift to be repaired, you know, both of them. Because like I'm saying, we have, anytime we are dealing with a patient, we are dealing with like two people, sort of, the mother and then the baby in utero. So if the lift is not working, you have to take a patient who is bleeding maybe on the 5th floor, on the 6th floor to the labor ward. And the lift is not working, you can imagine. And then two people's lives are at risk, the mother and then the baby. So this is our number one thing that we need.
For many, this wasn't just a courtesy call. It was a Mother's Day miracle led by the First Lady herself. Reporting for Wazer TV, Belinda Anankwanta. On a day set aside to honor mothers, First Lady Her Excellency Lodina Mahama celebrated Mother's Day with women on admission at the maternity block of the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. Known for her compassion and commitment to maternal health,
ya fadi free wezo wa mo ene kan ho mo ne no ekoye enti no mama Lodino no Mother's Day wa chese wo ye napa oyo obatampa adoye okoye ye ewo Kolebu Teaching Hospital eno no Kolebu maternity ward ma wo ma wo eda ho no no wo mo hospital bills nyina yade a watua ne kama ede ama ya maame nom na ye nua maanom ya maame nom kwa do matwetwa wo but ye nua maanom ha watua ni nyina ede ama yenua manom kama okay ene MPP for aye press conference enu a womu ye bi minority enu a womu eye bi ene party no so aye bi na bi ena address ye na bi ena address ye okay obi message odi aba or say Samira will use this money to buy expensive bags. Thank you, sister. Thank you. Wakai me. Ampa. Samira be your first lady no. They no odini sika ya. A flashy lifestyle. Samira Baumia. Oh, sika lady. Samira Baumia. Ya no pe first lady die. Now 4 years. 8 years, 4 years, 8 years nyina. Samira na braba no wo ba no so be share Samira. No adani slay queen. No ani slay queen for na e compete na ba na mom na e compete say wa me yemu. E na e compete wo krom ha. Hye no ho saa akoka nyankopon ani. Bags ye bo Samira ba omi bag ba ko bo kire wa. Na kire se etimi si fie to mansion e wo East Legon. Ni watch de ene to dan wo trasako. Last minute ya onu okunu bepe president ye die ena osori anu onam wo beti aso akwa donate sika kwa ha ohia central forma 20,000 asa 20,000 kwa no osa sika ene kokoche so ba minti bi da se Lodina Mahama wo hia media forma kra ma 5,000 kra da Samira ba mi ade odi bi to odi bi slay top pons akese pons twin pons no de bi ton designer bags odi designer bags apefra te se GTP ono de no waye no enti aya no atwa me atum why enti no ono de no waye nti se de wanya GTP no ye kumasefo no se ye katwi odi GTP apefra aja so wana ni different bebre sana Samira ba omi anu wo ye designer bags no Gucci, Dior, Chanel, Valentino, Givenchy num de akaka ho no mo no odi na pefra Hermes no ni ade no ye de ba ko bi ananu bi na ekura no eno epie ye bone boa maternity ward wo Kolebu Rage Konfanoche 37 Tamale Teaching Hospital no mni ade ema wo mugu ho no ma wo mugu ho no no Samira ba omi bag ba ko na etimi clear wo mu debt nyina wo mu bills nyina me yi wo mu ba to no be yasikale no slay no slay sa. And then one thing about this Lodina Foundation minti bi da unlike Madam Rebecca Kufu-Addo de no ono no woye no ono ne de o shada eye event CEO fo state agencies fo ministers fo no mu di sika akogum sika ne yehunu sika dodo o se odi si maternity block odi ye wey but me minti bi da ye TB kura GMP system sika kotum state agencies institutions ahodo pi ekukuru sika ekoto Rebecca Foundation the Rebecca Foundation say na okokosi maternity block anaso okọ renovate ne maternity block enye news because kana ya dia akoko institutions agencies munu ministers ni sikana budget na allocate dia ma wo mo no eno a bi na no mu yi kwama no ebo ano no ayi mu kakra bi no dia akọ bibia si so anya bia na enye ba Lodina Foundation 2012 to 2016 opposition 8 years ebe pim sa mire yi yete Lodina Foundation minti bi da say wa organize an event ya wa solicit for fund say o de kwa akoye project bi na say initiative bia okay eti nana bia ya press conference ne about Sammy Gyamfi issue no e was here dealing with it ye nyan ne saa enu ana kwabrate ha se no wo ka se NDC fo bufu no mo ka sika no ho asem o mu dika because baby a sika no koye no shi konfo Kristo Agradaa ho no shi but NPP for kra die the last thing I was mo ye ne say mo be bie ma no makasa about sika we issue incident ho NPP for so we are member of parliament so we are former minister of state so we are party new leadership party new leader no eni wo kwan kura se mu bie ma no kura mpo e kasa kura ka bibia de fa ho na watena no mu kura ka se ene ye de akwahra de se on investigate ena president Mahama interdict no ena president Mahama sanction no ena ye punish no ena wa violate BOG act about massa nana bi mo NPP for Pharisee for ya ye hu mu enre Pharisee for ya hu mu enra Pharisee for ya ye hu mu enra mokwaji loan dollars ebebeche mutwa sika eche na bi the audacity moral right bay na wona na bi wo na na bi Sammy Gyamfi in opposition there obi anim say onye hiani but you na bi in opposition wo obi anim say wo ye hiani na wa bra bo tan se ne enye ne na Sammy Gyamfi obeda V8 mu enye ne na Sammy Gyamfi oba beda efie papa ma efikase bi mu wankran ha enti na obi ti say Sammy Gyamfi enye news because in opposition no Ghana for nyina hu Sammy Gyamfi but obi ti say wo na bi no na wasem mo tan na wasem mo mobo na wasem mo areho in opposition ebra MPP ewo opposition no na wasem mobo na mo MPP fo no na mo sresre NDC fo no modidi na mo sresre satama Mills Mahama ewo aban mu no MPP fo in opposition na mo sresre na mo sre na modi na mo dan NDC fo mo wa ban mu na bi wo old pictures baby a wo gina wo chale wate nyina na wo hye bi di pie ene wo tebia ne wo ye bia ya na ade na mu asasi so but na bi ye ka Ghana sikafo a wo ka ho bi ye ka Ghana sikafo a wo na bi wo ka ho bi o starting e wo bread wo ko national security secretariat e wona mo starting kro no bo the audacity say enti na du baby aho ya na Ghana for NDC for ne Ghana for ya no mubu afuni say eye president Mahama e na wono no was ya na adwen say Europe amemu anu wo bu anu wajeja mo na mo na mabonten na nka Africa memu anu wo bu na obi ti sa wo na bi enka ya chew said ya che kwa bread du bu ahede ne kwa ne de ne bai e fa NSS scandal ho na nka wo kwa na wo ba enka wo nya anu emie enke kan kwase asem wa bonten kire Ghana for say na president Mahama na your friend say Sammy Gyamfi have violated this act ayede MPP for kwa de muni that moral right no muni bi Pharisee for ye hu manrai mutu sikagu wiem nana bi the audacity nana bi mu MPP for sanya trum any political illiteracy na ekwaso Ghana say no yes so biem o yes so biem se mu fi say mo de amunya 38% and still no ma for 38% for from full say wo mo de o ma dwunu ye gullible o mo da so dimudi o mo da so dimachi entini mu betum futuo de agu system ni mu a some of us ye allow ye tolerate ena mo de ban so de be hyiam MPP for mo tena Ghana hanum etu sika gu wiem mabo oman krono mabo oman krono mabo oman kase mabo oman krono a destroy oman obi $1,000 odi achi obi say $1,000 o say $800 odi achi obi mo ya ho press conference because say any dia mo no ade a mo pa ne some be divert attention esan say since our president Mahama ba ye boss bibia goes against NPP bibia goes against MPP government appointees former government officials it goes against mo bibia ye bomachi and there almost divert attention because through gold board Bank of Ghana finance minister and a dollar atia babe say 12 cedis say 80 something pesos aba say 12 cedis wo best as 80 something pesos eti yen divert na Sammy Gyamfi asem yen gusunsuo na asem no aye hold ade na egu MPP fo animu ase no dollar no egu MPP fo animu ase hey masa mo say mu ho a wo de ebo video ni mami mu ye mu ho fi wo Ghana.
It's useless if the president is unable to act on this matter. Ladies and gentlemen, the irony of the present circumstance is that not only was Mr. Sammy Gyamfi a loud critic of Honorable Cecilia Dapa for some months ago, but he was equally very critical of her ladyship Justice Tokuno few weeks ago because the judicial service paid for tickets in dollars, although this was the required currency transaction in such matters, and also well situated within the travel policy of the judicial service. We say without fear of contradiction that in the absence of Mr. Sammy Gyamfi providing direct evidence of the source of funding, thousands of United States dollars found in his car, seen in the video widely circulated on social media, these funds are proceeds of unlawful or criminal enterprise by Mr. Sammy Gyamfi. Section 1 of the Anti-Money Laundering Act 1044, makes the possession, concealment, conversion, disguise, or transfer that is or forms part of an is useless if the president is unable to act on this matter. Ladies and gentlemen, the irony of the present circumstance is that not only was Mr. Sammy Gyamfi a loud critic of Honorable Cecilia Dapa for some months ago, but he was equally very critical of her ladyship Justice Tokuno few weeks ago because the judicial service paid for tickets in dollars, although this was the required currency transaction in such matters, and also well situated within the travel policy.
Okay. Sammy Gyamfi was critical or criticizing Cecilia Brandapa. Her leadership, Justice Gertrude Tukunu, or criticizing woman. Enti say no Sammy Gyamfi ambo na seniem. Criminal act be na Sammy Gyamfi di ne hu wura mu. Criminal and scandalous activity be na Sammy Gyamfi di ne hu wura mu. Even though Cecilia Brandapa ministry akwaya adwuma ho ya ntse sika but yet say World Bank edisika over $40 million ebaye say yemfa nkwate odo revenue Cecilia Brandapa holi sika no ya odo revenue ya nkwan odo na no ya nkwan kwatim obi anka say Cecilia Brandapa ministry but Brandapa say sika oh some of these things no hwe at the moment ya ho we ya politician na ubeko this law no na I say why expose who am Ghana for who say one kasa no we lack common sense obi yusu about Frimpo MPP ni Jimmy but me no those words me pese me yusu bi o lack common sense na bi o lack MPP for mo need that moral right no e wo Ghana ha ya wo Ghana ha no mo your press conference you were all over defending Sammy we here special prosecutor ekwa Agradaa pafie and kwaka $1 million. It was a lie. Special prosecutor ankwa kwaka $1 million or can millions of dollars e Agradaa pafie millions of dollars and o kan ye Agradaa pafie wan kan $1 million cedis o kan no na eye millions in cedis. Other foreign currencies no ya odina ya ko hu £200,000 ya it ni nyina no ok eyi kwa kan boost story omo boa. The actual fact no wan fa ma bonten otna se na che say report our the urban or massage no enti what a 1 million na nya 1 million banana bi MPP for what's now radio ni TV so a defend this Sama mi we ya wa holy millions of dollars, millions of foreign currencies, millions of Ghana cedis edia guni them. But today the audacity say MPP ni betina radio TV so as I hear press conference e catch President Mahama say Sammy Gyamfi and so what MPP for think say omu na yeni power Ghana ha and always omu play victims some do pick Ghana for scam Ghana for MPP as scam whole country MPP na Akufo do Dr. Bawumia ministers scammers as scam Ghana for 8 years and destroy on mine 8 years the audacity say we better say minority and this say minority no 2024 ye twasika ena Bawumia say ye munya be support Bawumia ye twasika ena ye de ma mo afenyo markings mo ye shede twasika e de ma MPP MPs e wo parliament MPP across the country nationwide party executives we better yes ama diaspora for sa wo contest internal presidential primaries wo koye we better yes ama when for 200,000 Ghana cedis ye ma for 500,000 Ghana cedis ni nada the audacity today kom ni ya ho kire ya mo MPP for mo de Ghana for agu mo ya press conference play victims play such as mo na mo pe Ghana for as mo na mo do Ghana for munya aye mo amabo apapon abo papo ne nam Ghana hanom NDC ayi MPP in opposition na wo mobo say yi enso abo papo beye sikani abeye sikani Ghana gas abeye sikani e MPP ono akora eka bi ono a eka bi ya ka musimo asiu yi we me ba ya se na po asiu me eno de ya de document ya ba beto hayi because asam na ya ka no mo mpe no kure no
Sammy ba Sammy Gyamfi we are looking at him with an eagle eye mo me nyina yenye careful na asem American mo ntie ni he went on a private mission
exactly
he went out there maybe nim kwaso ni mani Agradaa no da
also nim no da first time omo shi
na wa yi sika afri ne ka mu no wa kan no de amano ye musa ye ho Jesus Christ ebra man no koye yi no omo fu aba so omo koto abodo no wo se mo hwan na onye bone da onto bo mo ba no people ebinu ye nim kofo mo ye party bo mo tam $50,000 to bomb behind the scenes. Stop talking about it. Stop talking about it.
MPP,
my brother, we will not support this. My friend, I didn't. He who comes to equity must come with clean hands. Me, I will say it, and I don't care who owns his dog. Way is dead on arrival. Sammy Gyamfi is dead on arrival. It's dead on arrival. Nobody has the moral right to attack that young man. Me, first person. I'm this Sammy Gyamfi got on UTV. I hate tear brand to me no enya who evidence bring it out, let the special prosecutor deal with him. Young man Sammy Gyamfi to more brakra no $10,000 onya bi. What are you talking? $10,000 I say. More brakra no onya hwe no Sammy Gyamfi can have $10,000. What are you talking about? Mumi enka no koya no from so bia ni ho. Nothing wrong, there's nothing wrong. Nobody should go and attack the gentleman. There's nothing wrong, and I'll say it. Nothing wrong, and I will say it anywhere. There's nothing wrong.
On say, you see, idea ba kwa ya na
politics atie. Politics. Yenye careful where we want to trade on. Ye say gold board documents ke se bia pio ho. Se sika bia yira. Ye budget no. Almost about 50,000 euros. Ayira ma gold be akopie baby. And o chesika wa bontia. That is a lead. That is a lead. Sammy Gyamfi what one yere nyadwuma.
Minim na yere adwuma.
That be two person kire say. Jai
minim na yere adwuma.
Mamon ko. That be me ka asem a. Ye presidential candidate Kenya Japan. Kenya Japan. O de ne ho o chesika man krofo, o hwe nkofo school fees. na da bi wa be president na obi aba ho na oyi sika ma obi na obi akotwa na odi aba be yi we have to stop it right there. Stop it right there. Let's find an empirical evidence. Say akwano young man will real dream e wo baby a ote no. What are you talking?
But any pana no one na aka no. Say minister etimi $50,000 etugu obaso. And a minister ade so kra ya kran so no onya oba no so kra ni wura dem kra obedaja oba no. $50,000 so wabre. Why ye meeting sa bre. $50,000. Mu amunipa. Me producer we were not there. But someone who was there. And a dear dance dear we eba. Mo holy dollars ewo mu demu. Ekipi dollars ewo mu demu. Edi dollars ewo Ghana ha. Na ene. Look at Nana B. Ya hwe kwanse enche bia ejibe samolai. Eduma kwa gina court. Scandal. Ghost names. Ya wona na B mo na mo National Service Secretariat. Mo twadi gu mo amode ball kro no. Mo de ball kro no. Enche bia ya hwe se ejibe samolai. Eduma kwa court no. Wo catch President Mahama said ye. Wo catch Sammy Gyamfi said ye. Me say wo ye nim opposition no na mo bo na mo MPP for na mo sre NDC for saamo eslo wusu no sre mi hunu sa several occasions Sammy awukunu mu nyina na bi no mu nyina eti na kwabratra na okan because then time I host ekosi se no omo ba ho no mu a ono na chese onya bia no amamu bi mo na mo but 8 years mo wia wo man no bo wo man no kro no mutimi de mo nsasi mo bosam mo ye asikafo ehifa na wonya asika de free ba Sammy Gyamfi de ye wa Ghana hai ade de woni mu no on show off wa bonte se de enkrofo prepra wo ho se de wo mu wosika no but omo na obi a na anu ya election yi 16 regional communications officer bia Sammy Gyamfi ma obi a tie rubber brand new car Agradaa nyankopon na car ne ba akokra ne boy yesei o de car ne ba akopekra ne boy yesei car ba akopekra car ne ba akopekra no car no ba akopekra ne boy yesei mint na han justify say public officer wo cheska wa abonten eno de enti no so abepa ho chew no se ho no de oyemfom so but MPP ni bie ni ene moral right se wo betna ho no aka bie munya NDC for mo nka wo masem wo mo national communications officer wo mo acting CEO God board munya wo mo nka na mo de no kwa asem ka bie because mo nsem aye fi mo nsem ewo fi mo digana bone Munsem ewo fi me say sa political illiterate na mo system ni mu no and still na mo manipulate wo amadwin they are so gullible enti mo tesa mo kasa na eyo mo de na wo mani age ai political illiterate for na o mu di machi no sometimes obi ho no mo kra wa kosku wa ye ne masters wa body degree but because of sa political yi na woni tirimu ni ntino omo na mu deceive wo mo omo na mu manipulate wo madwen omo na chese mo tokoso etufu to digu wo mani so but omo aye bie machine to mo te yen kan de ye beto akoso bie wo mani abie wo madwene mu fallacy for mo MPP for ya se ba kon so a petition shraj en kana mo ye 2024 NPP presidential primaries course wo Ghana ha say no na nka mo petition shraj say information ya Ama Agyarko ya twasika Dr. Baumia candidature ya twasika ya chedima MPs ya chedima national friend say executives regional executives constituency executives na bigi age 500,000 Ghana cedis na bigi 100,000 Ghana cedis na bigi 200,000 Ghana cedis na ma pakisika dollars na mo che pakisika dollars na mo che nkana mo ya ho press conference enti sa no na mo hunu hu nyansa Oh, that time no, we people were just fooling around because now more power. Tina mu jimi mu ho na more power, and you think say power na ekuta mo no wo hwe MPP for that time no mu fi say power na ekuta wo mo ne de ekuta wo mo till the kingdom come. Because I can't remember say many MPP ni bi kasa o ka kire me say e free dwu we kon o be Jessica egum o mu Jessica egum Ghana ni adwen na so mu Jessica egum a Ghana ni adwen sana na o ma adwen yi wo enti sika so o mu jansu dugu mu no o mu ahun o mu chese sika no enti no mu fi say o mu be ye Jamen Sani Asare Bosman Guantanamo Bay Electoral Commission for gu ho enti no ye dan di opposition do o mu kwan ni ho enti no they were just fooling around. O the Ghana ni adwin edi agro, o the Ghana ni destiny atochacha, Ghana for destiny. The fortunes of this country mo di atochacha. Amen Yankopon aboa ye wo memu hwe Ghana, hwe the real man na ye, hwe within a short time Ghana for ye relief. Ghana for asa ye ho adesua kase bi afri yen so adesua. When was the last time in this country? Yeah, foreign exchange dollar 13 cedis. When Amanima Guase and there's other content creators in less than 5 months, January, February, March, April, May, the number of press conferences Ama Agyarko Ghana has say no. It doesn't make sense. And a press conference so amu ye nyina no Ghana for hunu say bibia ni mu ye dede hunu mu ye dede hunu dia kire mu 38% for no. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Ya woni me hia yo. Enye obi sika otene ka ma odi ache obi. Ya woni me hia Ghana for se ni me hia Ghana for ye President Mahama. The way I was start here city ahu enya hoden. Bloomberg etimide report say ba say wiase nyina wo pe wiase currency ahode abemu a eye Ghana cedi. The Ghana for hwe say by the end of this month na dollar eye 10 cedis. Enye sa mo nkwase ye dede na mo ye no. Enye sa mo twa sika chai ma president ka kire say sika empedede. Sika empedede. Enti na he at the time hwe dollar e shoot to kosro. Eshutua ye twa Bank of Ghana etwa sikaguma inflation eshutu kosro whole president ema address nation na be ka che Ghana for say sika mpedede na Ghana for ye dede enti na dollar eshutu ti na si dia abafom ono no scientifically no the method a wo use nyina ne say Ghana for na eye sika ne hu dede enti Ghana for ye dede ne de enunti na sidi aye mmere sidi dafom ema foreign currencies no just say e kosoro sa because campedede esika pedede a enkana ahu moti Ghana ha say whole president Ghana wa crisis mu tete private jet mu e koba mo anya ho press conference
so no kwasem mama yen call a spade MPP for ade omo ye no airtime MPP for ade omo ye no se meni omo a enka sa press conference bi bayi na nke etwa so enka ye twa so because ehia it is of no importance se mo be gina no my press conference because of so bi a che obi sika $100 $800 na yemi se Sammy Gyamfi MPP NDC mopusi on ma power no ndidi ana NDC ma power na Sammy Gyamfi ndidi maza MPP for mu de mu ye no mu ma mu ho ye himo nipa ya mo dragini onyan se be onyan konipa onyan wie sika onyan munyanti se waye bibia breach the laws of this country. No, adio ye no. Does it breach the laws of this country? Of course, we understand the Mahama Code of Conduct in a breach, and as appointee a breach. But me bisa does it what breach the laws of this country? Does it? It doesn't. Unless any power in any break ɛyɛ adwuma ɛsave Ghana currency ɛnɛ wokɔtɔ petrol mate so ɛnɛ sɛ nyɛ adwadifoɔ na adwumbɔne wɔ binom tim anka ban na wɔ sɛ nneɛma a ɛda 5 cedis no ɛbɛtɔ 3 cedis 2 cedis firi so anaasɛ 3 cedis kora firi so sɛ nyɛ adwumbɔne ɛna ɛwɔ sɛbi nkɔfoɔ bi businessmen bi ntim anka ban na wɔ sɛ ɔmo increase the salaries of ɔmo workers businessmen sɛdeɛ Mahama Bass ɔbaayɛ a ɔde 10% ɛka the government workers no ho no ɛwɔ sɛ nka saa nkɔfoɔ no na ɔmo ɛtoto ɔmo akatua mu ɔmo yɛ nkɔfoɔ adwuma ankorakora adwuma no the non-governmental agencies no any businessmen but Ghana ni adwumbɔne Ghana ni ɛpɛ sɛ ɔsabotage ne ni a ɔpɛ sɛ ɔyɛ biribi ma ne ni ehu sɛ ampa aban wei ɛmmɔ no mmɔden nti no but whatever that you do no it will be exposed now it is loud and clear say this for FX or mine and let me tell you by the close of this year dollar no it will be less than 10 cedis. It will be less than 10 cedis. And conforming to the social media, say, they pay us in dollars as a blogger, and dollar na eco for no affect my juma. We free say, Uji dollars no mutuaka in dollars no ma will be yini with cedis or Ghana has cedis in an albacotade. Now, cotade na the boy dear. The higher the price, the higher what? The expenditure. The higher the price of goods and services, the higher the expenditure. This is common economics. Go and learn it. And memma weni embre. So you're blogger, we one entino dollar neighbor form entino. You are not comfortable with it. But you are trying to be an what? Illiterate. You don't learn. Me me de pass dollar ne kofo because ndra me kasi because to petrol go me kam na me ko no the one dollar ne si petrol ne si a drop as compared to previous days na me to be me kam no I say hey I'm pa kofo ni dwuma. I was able to fill my tank and get change even sesi kana me de ko me kokwa me di sentry bi kan previous days enti umpe wo peden Let's be real. I mean, the NDC for you know more bodjuma to bring dollar to 12 cedis. I didn't be under 11. Attention dollar under 11. A be surprise. And you hear by the close of next week, not dollar need the 10 cedis. But they by the close of this year. This year, they were actually they're doing all these things because of Sammy Gyamfi the good board idea by and also crucify Sammy Gyamfi. Asa. Yɛde Sammy Gyamfi adwuma no yɛgya ma obetumi akɔyɛ ana afei ɔma ake wo na abɛyɛ na bi wo na abɛyɛ mu die na munim matena MPP matena power for 8 years de na mo yɛdi mu Ghana na bi na furu kutu na onimane watch akɛseɛ na onimane sneakers akɛseɛ hyɛ na onimane fashion di masa munja ma asɛm mu obi a mo press conference ni useless munja ma asɛm useless press conference na mo yɛ no. So munya simbia ka media for na ya mukodi omu press conference akiri mu aya mu ko mu sika na TV3 de ya me de se omu last time mo kan microphone ball ha mo ayo ma so mo nko bio enka na mo so mo ho ye mo nwa nipa omu so mo mpem na so omu di omu achi aden TV3 aden omu kwa na mo ye opposition party a mo hear news from mo so mo mpem am you should better sit at your studios and work MPP for press conference, useless. It has no substance. I mean, any value be I was a Ghana for so. Ghana for the any agent ones and then Yama Boaba form. And I was so kind for almost spare parts or motor crafty and ne or more at your matty than ne. I don't know more dream one, yes, a medium to a mistake I coach Agradaa. I hear some mistake I coach Agradaa and no more dream home. Agradaa after all, why party ni pen or the name of party into so this can be a game massa. Mama enjoy hypocrite, So this okay, Agradaa bow the bow MPP and this, Young fan say what Tiana Sammy Gyamfi tiaka Mumasem Nenda. Now Mummy focus, they point this for Basso. How they developing this country. 4 solid months di hwe dwuma omudi Yewradwo Mahama ne ni abere se krodom na oye dwuma oto no na Sammy Gyamfi no Sammy Gyamfi yegini post abeji ubekwa akoda no yengini post na akoda no ana forget yourself masa emfa enti abusafo Sammy Gyamfi obi en sake no obi en punish no obi en suspend no he is going to work forever okoye dwuma and he is a presidential material abranti no obi antete nanim when businesses or manage you before so MP NDC bo in power it mo bia nkasa ansem no ene mo nya adwen makro bibia Nyankopon hyira bye bye.